Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney. Today I want to talk to you about investment versus expense. Before I get to that though, I want to remind you, if you are not subscribed to the world's greatest law firm owner newsletter of all time, you can do so by going to unconventionalnewsletter.com. It's free, it's amazing. Every Sunday I send you some goodness to your inbox, and you know, not no pitching, no craziness, just helpful information. Unconventionalnewsletter.com. All right, investment versus expense. Before I get to that, I want to let you know, maybe put you at ease, so you're not freaking out right now. If you are watching this on video, I did not have some sort of an accident. I intentionally buzzed my hair. I did this really for two reasons. Reason number one, my hair was getting crazy long for me, and I didn't want to try to like cut it and make it look cool and have it look bad and like hope it was good and have it be bad. And reason number two is, honestly, I was beginning to feel, I'm beginning to feel like stir crazy. This social distancing, I think, is finally starting to get to me. We're on day 54 up here in Seattle, really, of like a real sort of like legit isolation, staying away from everybody, and doing this buzz thing with my hair sort of like gave me some control over something. I don't know, I can't explain it, but after I did it, I felt really good. And it's always nice to have a clean dome. It's very low maintenance. It feels good. It's getting warmer outside, and it'll grow back too. So if it's ugly, sorry. If it's scaring you, sorry. It'll be back. Those flowing locks will be back eventually. But I digress. But the point, really, there's a lesson inside of a lesson. If you are, it's important to really like be aware of the way that you're feeling and the things that are going on inside of you, and to also just take some steps to sort of take care of those things if you need to like switch it up a little bit, to take a little you time to think about how to make sure your mental health is good, because these are crazy times and crazy things are going on. Okay. So with that being said, I wanted to sort of come back to an oldie but a goodie, which is investment versus expense. This is something I've talked about before. It's something that actually took me a while to get a hold of, sort of in my own brain, because we're really taught, at least I was taught from a kid, to think about the outflow of money as always being an expense. If we are spending money on something, that is money that is going away, sort of never to return. But in the business world, that's not true. There are things that we can pay for that can literally return us money. And it's really important to consider whether something is going to provide us the opportunity to do that or not when we are deciding to make a purchasing decision. Because while something can seem expensive on its face, it may not be so if you think about what you're going to be getting in return and what you can do with that thing or with that information or with that time that you are purchasing. And like I said, it took me a while to figure this out. A perfect example of this for me is advertising, right? When I first started my firm, I didn't want to advertise. I felt like I was wasting money. I thought, I got it. Yeah, you spend some money and people come in and pay you. But I thought to myself, why do I want to spend money to have people come in when I can just do things for free and have people come in and take it all, right? What I didn't understand though was that advertising, paying that money, puts me into a place and gets me in front of people in a way that the free stuff never could. That it happens faster, that it happens on a more voluminous sort of a way, that it gets you in front of more people and allows you to have more clients. It took me a very, very long time to do that, and I must admit, it still hurts for me to invest in advertising, even though I completely understand the concept, and I do believe that if you want to get where you want to go, you need to pay for some advertising for your firm. That's the only way you're going to grow to get to where you want to go. You have to pay to get out there, because if for no other reason, other people are paying to get in front of your people. And if you're not there sort of competing on that level, you're not going to be able to get the level, the amount of business that you want to get to where you want to go. All right. Another example is, and I've never had a problem with this side, is like coaching and sort of personal development. I've had coaches, I've had personal development sort of programs, books, forever. For as long as I can remember, I've been investing in those things. I'm a part of a group right now where I pay a lot of money per month to be a part of the group. And when I do those, I can see the investment in those because I can see how it pays off for me and sort of teaches me something that I don't think I could get otherwise. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm part of a group right now. It's not even law firm owners. It's just people doing really great things, going for really big things, and being around them, being a part of them gives me the support, gives me the fire, gives me the push that I need to build my law firm, to build the sanctuary, to help a lot of you who are in the sanctuary get to where you want to go, and to continue to raise the standard that I have for my own life and for my own business and for everything. So when it comes to things that you are spending money on, take a minute and think about what you're going to be getting back for that. Okay? If you are getting less back than you are paying, then it is really an expense, right? It's a cost. It's money going out. Cars are expenses. Coffee, probably an expense. In the right circumstance, maybe it is an investment. If you're buying coffee for someone that could potentially send you business, then we are talking about investment, right? Dan, what's up? Buzzed it. Come and join me in the Buzz crew, man. It feels good. It's freeing. Dan's in the group that I was talking about too. He's in the network with me. But if I wouldn't have invested some of the money in those places, I wouldn't have been able to get to where I was going now. I definitely won't be able to get to where I'm going in the future. The plan for growing my firm is to invest more in advertising, for example. Now, knowing how to do that correctly and knowing where to put that money so that it does the things that you want to do is important. So it's not just about throwing money at things, but it's understanding what are you going to be getting back for this over the short term and the long term as well, right? Because even for me in the network, it's not always a short-term game. I'm not saying to myself, oh, I paid out this much money this month. Did I get this much in return? It's more like, is this going to help me grow over the long term? I'd be willing to make an investment of $30,000, for example, to make $1 million in a year, and every year thereafter, than to not. And some of us have a hard time seeing that and making that investment and sort of taking that leap and going after that thing. So the point of the message today is think about things in terms of investment versus cost, and don't be afraid to pull the trigger on some of those things that are investments, particularly right now. The things that you invest in now during this whole coronavirus sort of thing can and should and will repay you exponentially over time if you're willing to make them. All right, so that's it. Hope you like this video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you have questions or comments, please leave them. If you know somebody that needs to hear this, please share it with them. And if you are not subscribed to the world's greatest law firm owner newsletter of all time, go to unconventionalnewsletter.com and sign up. It's free. Every Sunday I send you some goodness and, stuff you can't get anywhere else. All right? That is it. As always, I am the unconventional attorney, though I look a little bit different today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon.